Hey guys, thanks for coming back. Another episode at Dark Dial Studio. This is Judy. I wanted to show you the Assassin's Creed diorama, all done. I actually finished it about 2 weeks ago. It's just taken me a while to actually get back into the game and have the motivation to actually shoot a video. Normally I'm not here at home by myself, so when I am, I take the advantage of actually shooting a video. So here it is, in all its glory. Oh, I'm missing a piece. Ta-da! Oh, there you go. Alright, Assassin's Creed Unity, which takes place in France during the French Revolution. So I got these little guys here over at Ross. They were about $3 or $4 for the pack. This whole thing came in it. I thought, man, I can make a cute little diorama. I know I've been making some dioramas that are, they're for 2-inch figures, 4-inch figures, 6. I just, I don't want to limit myself. I want to do different things. If I continue doing the same thing, I'm just going to get bored and not do anything. But I digress. Let me get back to this. So these guys I got at Ross, $3 or $4. Really good deal. They had a lot of different ones actually. So again, this is from Unity and takes place in France during the French Revolution. As you can see, I have made the guillotine, and I'll go back into that for a little bit. Excuse me. Let me show you the back piece, okay? It's raw. Cardboard, paint, acrylic sheeting to cover the windows, black cardboard or wood or whatever I did to cover the seams so none of the light would seep through. This here is a piece of foam sheet, and I use that to keep these pieces, like, what is that, concave? It worked. It was the first thing that came to my mind, and it worked. As you can see, it's completely flat. It's just a background. But the 3 buildings are 3 different entities, if you will, in the sense of different mediums. This first one is like a German house, and I put, this is clay, okay? That is clay, that is popsicle stick, matchsticks for the frame, cardboard for the door. This middle one here is water putty. Completely water putty. Now, you can see a bunch of cracks. You know what? It cracked when I tried to bend it, but it is to my favor, I guess. It's old building pieces like that crack off, so I left it, just shaded it, made it look a little bit dingier. Doors, I believe it was all matchsticks. All matchsticks, even the frames on the doors and the windows. Okay. This right here, the wooden, I don't know what you call this. I forgot what you call this, I'm sorry. But that's the part where I didn't put water putty on it, and what I did was I cut slits into it, and then I shoved something very flat underneath it and pulled it out, basically, to give it that wooden slat look. The wooden, they're blinds, thank you. Anyway, then I added some Mod Podge to it so it would stay that way. Then once that was dried, I gave it all the coats of blacks and browns, and I think it's a pebble color for a little light, for a little highlight right there, but still giving it that dingy look. Now this concrete piece right here, let me take this out of the way, is clay. I tried to come up with something else, but it didn't work. Now this wasn't so easy. All these pieces started coming off because the clay doesn't like to stick to cardboard, so I noticed. No problem. Once it dried and it came off, I just glued it back together. Again, it looks like a building that's just coming apart, which works to my advantage. This one I left simple. Didn't want to do too much. I was getting to the point where I just wanted to get this done, over and done with, and I think it came out really good, I think. Let me know. A bunch of rubble, flocking. The floor, or the street I shall say, is basically cobblestone. One side is clay. The other side I did with water putty. I just wanted to see the difference, see if there was anything like shrinking or too much crackling. Nothing. It came out great, both sides. So obviously there are some pieces that were not covered by the silicone mold. So what I did was I went ahead and carved in some individual pieces right there. And right there, right there. I'm going to go over here. Right there too. And again, some flocking, some dead grass. And the grass, I did it with, basically I had some pencil shavings, or if you had wood shavings, if you go to Home Depot and you know where they cut the wood, you'll look kind of funky, but hey, can I get a bag and fill this up, because I could use this for a diorama. They'll look at you all weird and shit, so who cares? You got a bag full of wood shavings that'll last you a lifetime. So what? Alright, so now we're on to the masterpiece, I think. The guillotine. I love this. This was so cool to do. I loved it. You gotta keep in mind, all these buildings right here, everything you see I took from the video game. I got plenty of images as reference, and I tried to replicate it as best I could. The guillotine, here we go. All wood. I would say 98% wood. Okay, 98% wood. There's a famous little table where you gotta lay down. The blade. The blade is actually acrylic sheet. I spray painted it metallic silver. Okay? Metallic silver. Now this piece up here, let me see if I can put this down a little bit. Okay. This piece right here is foam core. Wood. Of course I have the rope. Okay? I stained that as well. The wood, I stained it, put some black wash into it, some brown, some more black wash into it, made sure I got the crevices over and over and over again. Now these metal parts right here, that's just cardboard. Painted it silver. I have a gunmetal gray from Folk Art, and the banding as well, and I did color some rust on them, as you can see. Now where you lay your head is foam core. That's it. Made the indentations of wood, cut out the hole. Those are actually two pieces, and they are stuck together though, because everything is stuck together. Can't use it to cut my finger off, sorry. But yeah, the one piece I actually wanted to show you, which you know what, I don't know if it really was in the game or not, at least not in the pictures that I had. They're already glued in here, but these are torches, okay? And these torches, although not super realistic, but I tried, okay? Sorry, here we go. I actually glued them to it, so I can't really, here. Alright. There you go. That is hot glue. A piece of dowel. I shaped it. Let me hold on a second, because I don't like it when this thing does not focus. Okay. It's hot glue. Put a layer on it. Let it dry. Put more layers on it. Let it dry. Put more layers on it. Let it dry. And just kind of just, you know, feather it out some. And I almost tipped this over. Feathered it out some, and I started playing around with the yellows and the oranges and the reds and a little white. It's okay. It gives it purpose. There. Let me see if I can put my hand in here, because I learned by watching other people that it actually focuses when your hand is there. Don't know why. But there you go. And it's being held by a metal banding, of course, that is cardboard. Now, I was going to put a basket, and I was going to put a decapitated head, but again, I'm one of those people that I want to get something done, and if it sits on my table for too long, I get bored and I got to do something new. But there you go, guys. And it sits on a frame, which I'm going to clean it up and probably do another coat of black on it, because it's been sitting around and It's got cat hairs all over it. Anyhow, let me know what you think. I think this is a really cool little diorama for any Assassin's Creed enthusiast, I would think. I think it's a really cute shelf diorama. But anyhow, I am working right now on another Star Wars helmet. Da-da-da-da. I already cut the rim off, used a Dremel, and I'm going to go ahead and try to cover up these slots right here as much as I can. I couldn't do it that well in the last one. I left it alone because basically it was covered. Let me show you again what the other one looks like. Sorry, those are my spray paints. Here's the other one I made. With the microphone, chin strap, the goggles. Yep. It's not completely, let's say, movie accurate. Like, I know that there are kits out there to make the helmet, but you know what? It feels good to actually make it yourself from scratch. You go to Goodwill, you can get a ton of these things, okay? A ton of these things. And I'm gonna primer it white, and then I'm gonna go to town with it. Then I'm gonna start doing everything. Whatever the helmet looks like on the Force Awakens, that's what it's gonna look like. So that will be my next video. I'm gonna take a little